Hi everyone, it's Linda Ann. Today we're going to be making macaroni pie. A lot of people always ask, what do you put in your macaroni pie? So today I want to share that with you. Now the Bible talks about the older women getting alongside the younger women and teaching them how to be good wives, good mothers, and basically how to be a good person. And I always think it's so important to have that information shared from one generation to the next. I learnt from my aunt, Auntie Ermin, how to cook macaroni pie. Many times I used to just go to my grandmother's house and I used to sit down in the kitchen while my grandmother was cooking and when Auntie Ermin was cooking. And that's how I picked up things, just by being around them. So just how I learnt from them, I would like to share that information with you, and I hope that it all goes according to plan. So here goes. So I've already cooked the pasta, and you can choose whatever pasta or spaghetti or macaroni you choose to use. And then I grated some cheddar cheese, and again, whatever cheese you choose to use is entirely up to you. And the most important ingredient would be the sauce. Now in the sauce it would have onions, sweet peppers, tomato sauce, mustard, butter or margarine, eggs, milk, and any type of seasoning that you would like to put in there. And of course you can experiment, you can choose what you want to put in there, but that for me is what brings out the flavour of the macaroni pie. So let's get into how we make it. Okay, I'll get my pot here and I'll get the pasta and I'll get the sauce. So I'm going to spoon it all out into the saucepan. And then I pour the sauce. So what I did when I prepared it, I just basically grated the onions and the sweet peppers, and I beat the eggs. I will put the ingredients up towards the end, and I basically just mixed it all in. I just wish you can smell it at the moment, because this is, I love the smell of macaroni pie. I'm terrible when it comes to actually telling people how much to use of anything, so what I had to do was I had to, just for the sake of filming, I had to try and work out how much did I put of something, so that at least you could see exactly what it was I was putting in. Okay, so if you just take a look, you'll see the colour. It's a nice reddish colour, and like I said, it smells delightful. You can really smell the peppers, and you can really smell all of the yummy ingredients in there. So once that's all mixed up, you then add your cheese. And again, once you start making it, you can experiment exactly how much of something you want to put in. I've left back some cheese just to put on the top of the pie. So again, I just mix it up. Most of the time is taken up with the preparation, but once you've got it all prepared, you've got all of your ingredients prepared, then you can just basically mix it and pop it in the oven. Now I'm a person that I love to cook in bulk. One, it saves on time. It also saves on gas, so I don't have to keep buying gas for the stove all the time. And it just means that when I'm ready to serve dinner for the family, I don't have to think, what shall I eat? I can just go to the freezer and just take out dishes that have already been cooked. So this is what it looks like here. Again, can you see all of that colour? Okay, so we're almost finished. So I'm just using 2 pans here. And what I'm going to do is just pop it in the pans. And like I said, I'm a person, I like to cook in bulk. You know, it served me well when I was working and, you know, had so many different responsibilities where I was, you know, always like a headless chicken, and time was really, really important. So I found it was easier to just cook and freeze. So I really don't cook just for 1 or 2 days. I cook, say, like for about a month or 6 weeks at a time. So this mixture here that I have is actually to serve 30 people. So if you like to hold parties or you like to cook for big events, then this is probably ideal for you, because then you don't have to think about how much you have to put in terms of to cater for such a large crowd. And of course, if you're not looking to cook for so many people, then you may just want to adapt the portion sizes of the ingredients that will come up at the end. Okay, right. I think that's it there. Lot of scraping. Okay, so once all of that is done, using the grated cheese, I will just sprinkle it, and again, this just gives it a nice golden finish when it's cooking. Depends on what you like. You may prefer to have a nice golden crust. I know some people like a lot of cheese on top of their macaroni pies, and some people prefer to have a light crust. So it's entirely up to you, and I would encourage you to just, you know, experiment and you find what is best for you. Now, one thing I do advise people, if you're going to be cooking for people, for a wedding or a large group of people, I would suggest that you don't include the egg in the mixture, because eggs are normally one of those things that people are allergic to. So if you don't know about, you know, if there are allergies for the people who you're catering for, I would say it's probably best to leave the egg out. That's something that I tend to do, and it doesn't take away from the actual flavour, but I think you could probably hear my little friend Bobby, and probably in the next video we'll try and see if we can get her included. Bobby is such a sweet dog, a little bit of a terror, likes to take people's slippers and drop it off at the neighbour's house, but she is a sweet dog, really. And yeah, so back to the task. So this is what it looks like here, and I think Bobby can smell it, to be honest. But okay, so I would put this in the oven, in a preheated oven, for 30 minutes at a temperature of about 400, depending on what you normally cook your meals at. And you'll know it's finished when it's a nice golden colour. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is the finished pie. And that is the macaroni pie to serve comfortably 30 people as a side dish of your main course. This just smells so delightful. So if you really like to comment and tell me how you go, that would be really great. Experiment, send photos, or just write in the comments how you found your macaroni pie coming out. I've included the ingredients, so it will be somewhere on the screen, probably over there. And yeah, just like and share. See you next time.